What's going on? Matt Malatesta here, VYPE Media. This is the Coach's Corner. We're with Coach Ryan Bickham. Coach, man, tell me about, the ride home from winning another SBC title. The Houston Christian Mustangs go back to back.
Well, it was unbelievable. It wasn't even the ride home. It was just being in that environment with the girls. A lot of people don't know one of our best players, Logan, who's going to Texas Tech. She caught a bug. So I found out that as I walked in the gym, she wasn't playing. So all the kids were, really, really nervous and kind of out of their element because, when you got somebody that does that kind of stuff for you, it's an adjustment. So to win it was a big relief for those younger kids, and the seniors that had been there were really, really emotional. Deasia stepped up really, really big for us. So it was just emotional time for us all because we were peaking to get there and kind of just roll through it, and then God said He had a little bit of one more obstacle for us, so we overcame that. So it was great.
So last season y'all go undefeated, you win SBC, and it's always harder to repeat. It seems like it would be easy, but it's really the expectations are high. You've kind of already been there. But what was this season like coming off of that insane year where y'all just were unblemished all season?
Yeah. So what I did is I planned it out and I put us up against really, really top teams early in the year. A lot of top 6A teams, prep schools that had 6-7 D1 athletes to really humble us and make us understand that the game will humble you and that you have to, really serve and love your teammates and be one, right? Our motto is we over me. So those first few tournaments were kind of rocky as far as the kids that had been there and went 33-0, and bam, it clicked in right after, like middle of the season.
So you've got, what was it like? I mean, you got two stars. These are bona fide big league, Division I players. You got Deasia Thomas, she's going to Georgia Tech. Logan, like you mentioned before, is going to Texas Tech. Just talk about what it was like having those two together for 2 seasons.
I liken it. I bet I know what the Shaq and Kobe's coaches felt like when our first tournament with that we had together. I had to separate those two, and keep in mind they've played together since 8th grade. But it was just sharing and trying to get them to understand what it's like. And Logan's like Kobe, Mamba mentality. She finds something to get her mad, and Deasia's always playing and joking around. But that's her personality. So if she's joking around, she might get you 30 and 20. If she gets too serious, it's a problem. So the balance of those two personalities, once I got them to figure out how to balance each other and get along and practice together, the rest of the team just followed behind that. And let's be honest, that's the blessing, right? When you're a coach and you got kids like that, if you can't make that happen, you need a new job.
So now what's next? I mean, can we get a three-peat? I know, again, you have two of your stars, they're graduating and going off to college, but now how do you keep this ball rolling?
Like six seniors, right? So those, we have 2 other kids that are going to play in college, that are leaving as well. So we'll keep it rolling because, we've done a lot of good things, and there's a lot of interest in the program. It's a continual thing. We have to pick the right kids that understand when you come to Houston Christian, you have to walk with God. It's a high academic organization, but the kids that are coming back are pretty good. They played a role this year, but I have a few kids that are really, really good, and I have a few people that are kind of knocking on the door that want to come as well. So it'll be a fun ride probably for the foreseeable future.
Well, yeah, that seems to happen, especially when you get that name brand going on the guys side and the girls side. Talk about your journey to Houston Christian. It's kind of an interesting journey how you got there, and what has it meant to you being there and being able to accomplish what you have done?
Yeah. So I was in the summer with my daughter, and we were doing summer ball, and one of the coaches asked me to help out, and that's basketball, and I tell people this all the time. I believe saved my life because I grew up in the inner city, was able to get a scholarship. So me coaching in the summer with my daughter, a parent from Houston Christian asked me to join the JV team at Houston Christian. So, hey, okay, let's go over and let's do it. So I walk in when I first started my journey with Dan Lee years back. I was the JV coach, and I walk in with a practice plan. And 2 seconds in, I went to the restroom and tore it up because I said, "Uh-oh, we're starting from scratch." And so, I kind of was there helping them develop and do development and grow the program a little bit. And they had a few issues keeping a head coach. So I stepped in and said, "Okay, let's get it to go." And once I did that, at that time we had really one kid, Amani Bartlett, who's at LSU right now, that was a top prospect. So we kind of just filled in around her. She got hurt the COVID year, and they shut us down. After that, because we were doing such good things, DeAsia decided she wanted to come, and Jalela transferred in as well. So that was there was the centerpieces. And once Logan called and said, "Hey, coach, you're doing great things over there. I would like to join you." And the rest is history for 2 straight years.
Well, congrats on what you've been able to accomplish. Back-to-back SBC championships. Houston Christian is a big brand in basketball in the city of Houston. Coach Ryan Bickham continues it. Hey, Coach, we'll be looking for you next year, man. The target's on your back again. So
hey, I welcome it and I relish it. We walk the right way, we do it the right way, and we're looking forward to the challenges ahead.
All right. Well, watch out for these girls next season. Congrats again on the tremendous 2 years of back-to-back state championship. This is Matt with VYPE. This is the Coach's Corner. Hey, we'll see y'all at the game.